Well, I think it comes back to why do people invest for a start, and I think to actually own property is because you want to build a lifestyle, you want to build your retirement, and you want to actually experience some wealth that gives you the freedom to do what you really want to do.
Warren Buffett has a quote that goes something like, "Diversity is for those people who don't know how to do any one single thing particularly well." And I wished I'd heard that quote before the GFC rather than after. I think residential property is one of the most beneficial ways for Australians to create wealth for themselves. If I'd have just stuck to my residential property portfolio strategy that worked extremely well for me, I'm not sure I would have noticed the GFC happened, except for maybe the headlines in the newspaper. When I was 17, I decided that the best way for me to get ahead was to buy something for $1 and sell it for $2. So by the time I was 30, I owned just over 30 properties. And I came to a realisation one day after a conversation with my then property manager that, largely speaking, I had a property manager who didn't own any properties. I thought that I could do a better job managing the properties than what someone who didn't own any, or for that matter didn't own the properties that I owned, would understand.
And it's just amazing how that shifts the thinking of a property manager, because you just deal with stuff differently. If it's your own money, you've got to pay for it yourself.
And we try to be very much solutions based rather than, hey, here's a problem, how would you like to handle it? We've owned lots of properties ourselves. We own, right now, lots of properties. And we think that puts us in a much better place to be able to help our clients deal with those issues invariably when they do arise. So we genuinely enjoy the opportunity to sit with our clients and tell them of our experience and hopefully help them to reduce the mistakes that we've made, but most certainly also to teach them about all the positive, beautiful things that have come out of owning residential property.
It's not just an investment that you have, it's actually a vehicle to achieve wealth, freedom, lifestyle, retirement, security.
That's what property management is about. It might look like a house, but what it actually is financial retirement.